His butt is independent of his head.
It's totally independent.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What are they needing? What happened? Oh, there, he did it.
Okay, now we welcome the Shabbat angels who accompany us from the synagogue to our homes. And we do that with this song, this prayer. Shalom, a little low there. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashanim, Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim. Move that. It's hard to play guitar and do the thing at the same time. Malachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Seichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Let's read together. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics, and no surfaces. But I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring that vision to life. Let the heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, etagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, etagel haaretz. Yeramayam, 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 oh, Yeramayam, 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 oh, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, letagel haaretz. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world on this day. On this day, Shabbat, abide. B'nei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dohoti nikrakava. B'nei Shabbat nekabela, shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad ishbiyanu Elam Yuchad Adonai Echad Shmo Echad Shemu Tiferet Ve'elitila Lechad Nekra Kala Ele Shabbat Nekabela Likrat Shabbat Techu Benelcha Ki Mekor Haberacha Merosh Mikedem Nesu Shabakila Lechadoni Likrat Kala Ele Shabbat Nekabela Idoreri Kivaole Gumi Ori Uri Shirdabe Ayatikla Lechadoni Likaka Bene Shabbat Nekabela. As we greet the Shabbat bride entering the room, Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzalato emune am tekula boi chala lechadoni v'hikratala v'neshama nekamela. Okay, we move to Baruch on the next area. And this is a modern take by Craig Taubman on the Baruch. I really like his melody. It starts off with Lai Lai. La 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 la. It's too low. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayers? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? La 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 Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Yalalai lai lai, 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 yalalai lai lai. That's one of the nicest tunes he's run. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of day and night. You roll light away from darkness and darkness from light. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Aravim. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam ושבתך בביתך, ולכתך בדרך, ושוכבך וקומך, וקשרתם לאהות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, amen. Give us a place to rest, Adonai, our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Asher will do it.
I will not.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם במלואם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם במלואם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם במלואם. כי שש ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם במלואם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם במלואם. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, תורת תהילות עושה פלא. ברכו קרוב בניך, וקיים לפני משה, צליאנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם.
Didn't you sing? The like marble
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufia iteilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Lekonei HaKol, Vezocher Chazdei Avot V'Imahot, Mevi Gula Livnei V'Nehem, L'man Shemo Yahavah.
You're there.
Melech Ozer Moshiach Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah,
Jacob.
Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Metim Atarav Loshia, Morid Hata, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayei Metim Berachamim, Tomech Noflim Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayim, Emunato, Lishenei Hafar, Kichamocha, Bal Geburot, Umidom Elav, Melech Memid, Umekayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Ve'nemahanata L'chayot Meitim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaMeitim, Atah Kadosh, Ushita Kadosh, Ekudashim B'chol Yom Yaluch HaSelah, Baruch Atah Adonai, El HaKadosh. At this time, you may say any silent prayer that you feel in your heart. Hebrew, English, Aramaic, Portuguese, whatever is in your heart. My friend Jeff Klepper, a cantor from the East Coast, has this beautiful melody ending the evening. It ends the evening prayer. Shalom Rahab Al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Rahab Al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Ki atahu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Ki atahu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Shalom Rahab Al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Rahab Al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. V'tov einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rahab Al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Rahab Al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Kasim Leolam. Kasim Leolam. I'll give you a short of our Torah today. You've all heard the sad news about yet another member of the Kennedy family who passed away this week. The granddaughter of Robert Kennedy, Maeve Kennedy. Very sad. She was playing with her son, who's I think 10 years old, playing ball on the Chesapeake Bay yesterday. And their ball bounced into the water, and the mother and son got in the canoe without life jackets to go retrieve the ball. Very quickly, the current overtook them and they were dragged out into the middle of the bay. Just a day later, the mother's body has been retrieved. The son is still missing. Very sad that the Kennedy family has had nothing but tragedy.
Yeah, it's like there's a...
And her best friend was also a poet on the East Coast. Her name is Laura Kelly Finucci, and she wrote a poem about the coronavirus period. It was called "When This Is Over." It reflects on how surreal it is that society is suspended with billions of people staying indoors. This poem also imagines how everyone who emerges from the virus may be changed for the better. Finucci wrote, "When this is over, may we never again take for granted a handshake with a neighbor, full shelves at the supermarkets, conversations with our neighbor over their fence, a crowded movie theater, Friday night out for dinner, a routine checkup, the rush to get to school each morning, coffee at a local shop with friends, the stadium roaring, each deep breath we take, a boring Tuesday, life itself. When this ends, she wrote, may we find that we have become more like the people we wanted to be, we were called to be, we hope to be. May we stay that way, better for each other, because we've been through the worst. Just a beautiful poem by Laura Fanucci of Boston. And may the Kennedy granddaughter rest in peace. And tonight, of course, is the second. It's going to be the second night. Yesterday was the first night of the counting of the Omer. Anybody remember what the Omer is? It's the 49 days between Passover and Shavuot. It's also the period of time between when the Israelites left Egypt and the Red Sea was parted, and they received the Torah at Mount Sinai. So we're now tonight will be the second night. So we say Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sfirat HaOmer. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has sanctified us with your commandments and commanded us to count the Omer. After this blessing, we recite the day of the count. So we say Hayom Yom Sheni LaOmer. Today is the second day of the Omer. We also want to take this time to, first of all, remember those who are ill from the virus, as well as the first responders, the people on the front lines, our nurses and doctors, and people, everybody in the healthcare community who is suffering themselves from the illness. Avotenu Mekor Abracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. You may take this time to say out loud or quietly those who you are thinking of who could use our prayers for those for a rapid recovery from their illness. I have Barry Goodstein, Rafuel Shmuel, Ben Tamar, Marta Miriam, Rachel Batsara, Joey Jacobson, Herb Haley, Dan Dummer, Yakira Abigail Bat Rivka Leah, Mary and Van Elston, Rachel Batkana, Sandra Ben Hulda, Sandy and Rachel Thompson, Devorah Dina Bat Masha V'chaim, Esther Mindel Bat Gittel Root, Sarah Bat Naomi, Sarah Razel Bat Leah, Gail Krybik, Ed Malone, Yonatan Ben Masha Mordechai, Jamie Tennant, Benjamin Azriel Ben Leah, Steve Nagel, P. Margalit, Eliezer Chana Ben Sarah, Adam Ben Avraham, Bean, Lyle Peacock, Bert and Norma Altman, Mark Geiler's twin granddaughters, Yitzchak Ben Huva, and Hans Erickson, Darrell Klotz's son. Anybody have anybody they want to add to this list? Please let me know. You can go ahead and say the names now if you want. And finally, Yoshua Ben Chaim Shimon, who among many hundreds of thousands of others are in the hospital with COVID-19 illness. May people all over the world who are suffering from COVID-19 please be healed. Bekor Abracha Liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We continue with Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, l'tei kedula lioseh breshit, shelo asanu yoyer ratzot, velo samanu mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam kelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, l'ifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'nemar V'haya Adonai V'melech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad U'shemo echad. And we have just a couple of yard sites which we'll talk about tomorrow during the Saturday services when we hopefully have a minyan to do the Kaddish. And I wanted to end with the Friday night Kiddush. So if you have some wine, please join me. I'm having a Bartanura Moscato from Italy, but it is kosher for Passover. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'avav ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maseh b'reishit kihu yom techila L'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kibanu b'charta, ve'otanu kinasha, mikol amim, Shabbat kodshecha, yavau v'ratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Oh, that was a good year, 2019. Okay. I thought we'd end with one last shot because it'll be 364 days before we sing this again. So I thought we'd get one more shot at it. Hotzianu, Mitzrayim, Hotzianu, Mitzrayim. Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Ilu Natan lanu, and Shabbat, Natan lanu, Shabbat Dayenu, 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 Ilu Natan lanu, and HaTorah, Natan lanu, and HaTorah Dayenu. Now, of course, that's over, but Passover continues until next Thursday. So you have plenty of time to catch up on your eating matzah. I just had matzah brei this morning. It's wonderful. Yeah. Give me my recipe if you want it. Also, there's plenty of macaroons left at Woodman's Markets. So if you're short macaroons, go to the end cap, aisle 13.
Meet you there.
Everybody, Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much for joining us. And tomorrow's Tat Shabbat at 10 o'clock, 10:30, regular adult services. Have a wonderful, wonderful Pesach. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Bye.
Thank you.